Hi, my name's Jake.
And I'm Crystal.
We're new to homesteading. This is the back of our property in Alabama. We're going to take you through and have a nice little tour. Alright, this is the walk back to our place. Origin of the story is we were living in Florida where she was born and raised. I am from Canada, and after living there for 3.5–4 years, I found it a little bit too hot, so we started looking to find something that we could build our home. Action!
Okay. This is the back of the property. We have 6.5 acres.
Florida, we didn't see a whole lot of colors other than green that was transplanted and fake. So we really like how tall the trees are. Yeah, the pine trees are starting to overgrow, so we'd like to eliminate some of those and get the view back down into the valley from the back of the property. All right, last week on our days off, since we both work full-time, we started clearing some of the brush at the back of the property, and this is why. Zoom in here, you can see that we've got a nice view of the valley, so we want to open that back up.
Right now we're planning on starting with chickens and goats.
Yes, yeah, we were looking at pygmy dwarf goats. We figure Nigerian. Okay, we were looking at Nigerian dwarf goats. We figured since we're beginners, it would be a good place to start. They're smaller, more manageable. All right, we are at the back of where the pens were. There's some of the outbuildings that we'll get to.
Lucky for us, most of this is fenced in already.
Yeah, very lucky. All along there, about 60 feet down, is the property line, the fence, so we plan on clearing all the underbrush, taking down some of those trees and opening that back up again. This might be a good pen for the goats. They got lots to eat in there, lots of room to run around. Yes. All right, and we were lucky that we have water spigots throughout most of the property, so that'll save us from having to run water lines. All right, and then we go to just beyond that tree line there on that side. Here's one of the farm buildings. The center was probably used for equipment. We will probably continue to use it for equipment. Here's another water spigot. This one has to be repaired. Probably broke during a freeze. Here's the first building, a nice steel outbuilding. We'll check this side first.
We're thinking about keeping the goats over here. Work on it a little more.
All right, and then on the other side of this wall, we've got a dividing fence. We got to put a gate back in there, but that'll allow us to control the animals from the front to the rear, so we can change where they're grazing. All right, here is one of the rooms in the first outbuilding after you. All right, what is this?
A goat milking station? Or not goat, it's for cows. But we plan on getting rid of it and getting them for goats instead.
Yes, we've got water lines that run up, and here is a dirty old toilet. It actually looks better in the video than it does in person.
We'll clean it and get it working.
Yes.
Because we might eventually rent out land to campers and stuff. We'd ask for them to have a toilet.
Exactly. Here is an animal building. This building needs a little bit of work, but it's still usable. We'll start on the left side. Here is a room that used to house something. I think we can. All right, this gate closes to block that off. Some chicken wire. All right, and this is the other side.
But yeah, there's water there, but we need to like close this off.
Yes, we do. A little bit of love will go a long way. This was the workstation where he probably held some more feed. You see barrel marks. This is the side we plan on using for our chicken coop. Put nesting boxes probably on this side to keep them away from animals.
Yeah, here's some more that we need to do.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. Just a little bit more. It's weird how the wires are.
It is.
You can rewire them
But
underneath.
again, electricity and water out here. We'll go through. Looks like this was also part of the chicken house. We've got some heat lamps. Our little chicken door that they nailed shut for some reason. Then back out to the other buildings. Out. This is one of our favorite trees on the property. Can't really see the colors from here, but there you go. Okay, follow my wife. But that was one of the big draws for this property. We knew we wanted land, and I needed a garage, and this had all the extra outbuildings. Found them. Alright, here's our tree. So you don't see colors like this in Florida during season change.
You don't see trees this big in Florida. At least not South Florida where we're from.
Yeah.
Where I'm from.
There is another gate. Then we're into the back of the property by the garage and the house. And there it is, looking back. Our plans with this building are to turn it into a tiny home for friends, family, Airbnb, something if we can generate income off it.
That'd be great.
All right,
It's
after
nice
you.
that it's already halfway built. It's decent size, like 650 square feet if you count the top.
Yeah, since it has a loft.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Push.
It
All right.
already has electric. Well, partially, we've got to wire more.
Yes, so the downstairs and the upstairs.
So, one night we were sitting by the fire and we kept hearing noises over at the neighbor's house. So we went to check it out. As we were walking back, Jake shined the light back here and we saw some concrete. So we decided to see what it was.
Investigate.
Yes, we had no idea what was hiding back here.
Alright, our
We were
plans are,
excited to find it.
yeah, and then we plan on cutting all this overgrowth
Yeah,
back
so
as well.
get to it.
Alright, here is the dungeon.
Oh, we didn't bring a light.
You got your
Oh, I
phone.
got my phone. Be careful.
Uh,
It's kind of creepy. I don't know.
Oh,
Can you see?
yeah, I can see. Yeah, it looks like they used it for jarring rather. A nice cool space. Somebody was down here breaking stuff. And then we found
Concrete.
a separate room.
It's kind of weird looking underneath.
Shine over there. May have been used as like a meat cooler. You see the back here bit. They had the boards that would lock in, and there was foam all along the outside edge.
And then these coils in here. But yeah. It's a little creepy, but it'll be better once it's cleaned up.
It's true. But it was a bonus.
It's weird though, like it just hung out down here.
Right?
Let's just hang out in the dungeon.
Well, if there's a tornado warning, you need to be comfortable. So this will double as our storm shelter.
Yes. There's nothing.
Yeah, it does.
Picture.
Yeah. And all right, up after you. Look at the earth. It's
If it's a storm shelter, why is the lock on the outside?
so that somebody has to sacrifice themselves. But you can tell nobody's used it in a while.
It's only our second time down there.
Yeah. We are coming up to the house. This house was built in the 50s. Is that right?
Yeah, 56.
Here's our fire pit.
That we built. We found most of the rocks just around the drive until we found rocks to pick them up, bring them home.
But it makes for a very nice fire.
It's big.
Right. Our garage is a mess. We're still getting settled. We moved in not too long ago and we've been busy with the house and working. Our two bikes, we both ride Harley Davidsons. We started out on sport bikes. There is my truck that came from Canada, and we'll keep going. Here's some pallets that I picked up by my work, along with all this wood. I'm going to continue to collect it so that we can use it on the farm and build things, make projects. The first project is going to be chicken nesting boxes. Here's my track. I plan on restoring this back to its former glory. If you live in rural Alabama, in the mountains, the country, one of these at nighttime is a necessity. Leaf.
That's been moved on it.
They work great. So this is the garage, outbuildings, house, and Crystal's daily.